Coach Mullen, and now this is starting to get a little bit out of hand.
Yeah, Florida needs to get out of here. They got a big game next week against Georgia, and I think that's what Dan Mullen was trying to do, is prevent any one of his players from doing something stupid. This is getting ugly. There's punches being thrown.
Yeah, that's getting beyond ugly. That's another one thrown.
Zachary Carter in there for Florida.
Oh,
this is getting bad. I mean, there's going to be some severe ejections. This is absolutely the last thing that Dan Mullen wanted for his ball club going into the cocktail party next week.
And they are having a whole lot of problems trying to break this up. And something happened after that play that incited Dan Mullen and the Gator squad. And I believe Kyle Trask might have taken a shot late, and that, I mean, you don't see Dan Mullen with that look very often. He was absolutely irate.
I thought he was running out there because he was trying to break up his players from doing something dumb. Didn't want him to get a cheap ejection and be out the first half. But I think you're right, Mike. I think somebody took a hit on Trask. His offensive linemen were trying to defend him, and by the time Dan Mullen got out there, it was a little too late. There's a lot to unfold here, and I think the SEC office in Birmingham is probably going to be up late.
It was going to be just kind of a ho-hum final play of the half, and next thing you know, it got ugly in a hurry. And no doubt video of this will be looked at. Could have some suspended players in time. This is Trask on the pass. And oh my. That is Trajan Jeffcoat on the shot.
Now you got Dan Mullen and Eli Drinkwitz going at it.
Well, I mean, these are two head coaches I can promise you will not back down. Now, that's a good sign. I like to see that. Little handshake, little discussion. Going to talk things over with referee David Smith. The thing is, how, if you're the officiating crew, how are you going to
weed through this?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, how are you going to figure out all the extracurricular activity? Who threw a punch?
There were a lot of them.
And who's going to be out for the second half of this game at bare minimum?
Well, I can tell you one of them is going to be Zachary Carter. He was one for Florida that I saw throwing several punches. And there were guys from Missouri throwing several punches as well. I just couldn't decipher through the numbers of who they were and who it was. But whenever we get a chance, obviously we'll show the replay of the hit that kind of sparked all of this. And, you know, Mike, on first sight of the hit, I didn't think it was necessarily dirty. Again, on first glance, and we'll take a peek at it here and again in a second, but that is absolutely what Florida and the offensive line were all upset about.
A lot to sort out when we get ready for the second half. The studio is going to sort out a busy day of SEC football.